Hey, 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 happy day 55 of our 90-day challenge. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, also known as Pajama Grandma, on a no makeup day. I wanted to say no makeup Monday, but you might not be watching this on Monday. But today is a no makeup Monday. I used to only do videos a couple of days a week, and so I always had kind of Saturdays and Sundays, unless I had a big event on a Saturday and was going out, and Sundays as well, no makeup. I just let my skin breathe and, you know, let my wrinkles relax, and took better care of myself and spent a lot of time outdoors and in nature and things, doing things that I love. But since I've been doing videos every day, I've been wearing makeup every day. And today I just decided, today is no makeup day. I just need to, I've had a cold, I want to let that go, I want to let my skin breathe. I just want to relax and unwind. So, no makeup today. If that offends you, sorry, it's what I look like. I mean, a lot of us have been sold the marketing bill of goods where we cake on a whole bunch of makeup, me included. I've got, you know, buckets and buckets of makeup. And so it's just another part of our mask. So today we are just going to be me, be ourselves, and do our thing. And that is day 55 of our BP challenge. Now, BP challenge, this segment, I am doing all about supplements. Like I said, whether you believe in supplements or not, we've discussed that in day one. Or day two, you brainstorm all of the reasons, all the thoughts, all the feelings and beliefs you personally have about supplementation. And I believe that we need supplements. I have convinced myself that our food sources are not, and being 35 years in the food industry, I got a lot of opinions and a lot of experience with that. I know that I need to supplement what I eat, no matter how well I'm eating, to get what my body needs to heal itself, take care of itself, and to lead a happy, healthy, relatively energetic life. So, day one, I decided I would take a multivitamin. Now, I've been taking a multivitamin for a long time, so that's kind of cheating, but I actually looked at and compared what's in this multivitamin with what I need, theoretically, according to the experts, because there's lots of experts on how to lower my blood pressure. My challenge, this 90-day challenge, is to get my blood pressure down 20 points. I'm going to say 20. I said 10 to 20, but I want it down 20 to make sure that I'm always in the normal range and I never have to go on a pharmaceutical blood pressure medicine product, because I'm one of those people that's very prone to side effects. I usually have more side effects than I have the positive effect that I need from a medication that I take. I'm finding that I take one medication for my ICD. My ICD is an internal cardiac device. It's kind of like my Iron Man. If anything happens to my heart, it will zap me from the inside out and jumpstart my heart. So I need to take a beta blocker, and that beta blocker, my doctor doubled my dose of that, and my weight has climbed, and my energy level has gone down, and my blood pressure is still staying too high. It's staying way high on the hypertension, high blood pressure range, to the point that he wants to give me a medication, because the last, I think, 4 doctor appointments I've had, my blood pressure has been over higher than the 150s, 152, 164, I don't remember every time now, but it's been high. And so I decided, I said, listen, how about if I make lifestyle changes and see if I can't get my blood pressure down? He said, that would be fine. I'll give you 6 months. So I said, all right, 6 months, 90 days. I'm going to do a 90-day push and figure out how to get my blood pressure down. So what's the first thing we do? We start to research. We do a little digging. We do our homework, and we find what are some things that are known to help people reduce their blood pressure. And I found a whole list of those things and decided I'm going to do a challenge. And if I'm going to do a challenge, I want to bring you right along with me, because the process of doing a challenge, we all face challenges every day in our life. And actually the process that we go through when we face a challenge to handle it successfully versus just ignoring it and letting the chips fall where they may, is the same every time. But most of us never think about, well, what is this process? Much less, we don't think about it, we don't manage the process and make it automatic for ourselves. This 90-day challenge offers you the opportunity to practice the process intentionally so that it becomes automatic. At the end of the 90-day challenge, if you don't get anything else out of this, you will have ingrained the process into your being and your subconscious to the point that anytime you face a challenge, you'll automatically go through the steps. How do I know? It happened to me. I faced a lot of challenges in my lifetime and realized, I don't know, about halfway through my life that there was a process. There was a process that when I followed it, I got over the challenge and I got the result I wanted. When I didn't follow it, I crashed and burned, or I just had to deal with the consequences of not managing the challenge and making it my own and owning it and having a little bit of say in what the outcome would be. Anyway, all of that aside, today, what is our challenge? We are doing our third thing. What is the third thing that we're going to do with respect to this segment of our challenge? I recently was on the Jim boat, and Jim talked about the power of threes. He said the power of twos and threes. When you share information with somebody, when you share a new concept or something, if you tell them the 2 or 3 key points, they'll remember it. If you tell them more than that, and then it's the 2 or 3 main points that support the one thing that you're talking about. Only talk about one thing every time you're sending a message or sharing something with people. If you talk about more, they're not going to remember it. We human beings are so busy and so inundated with information and stuff that if we try to ask people to do more than one thing at a time, it never works. Remember when my kids were little, I would ask my son to do 2 or 3 things, and he would go off and none of them would get done. I would ask my daughter to do 2 or 3 things, and she would go do them all and then come back and report to me. I used to believe that this was the difference between boys and girls, men and women. And I do think there's still some truth to that, but I think there's more to it than that. I think nowadays we are all so inundated. We are all so busy. We are all so overloaded with information and tasks and things and priorities and stuff we feel like we should do or want to do that it's hard to sort it all out. So it's important when we're delivering a message that we give you one thing and 2 or 3 supporting pieces of information that encourage you and share why it's important, what's in it for you, and the benefits and the meaning of those benefits that support the one thing that we're talking about. So today, the one thing we're talking about is the third thing of our 3 things that support the supplement, which is the one thing that we're doing on this 10-day push. So, all about supplements. First thing was a multivitamin nutrient supplement. The second thing yesterday was a stress-reducing B complex. I found a stress-reducing formula because stress is one of the biggest triggers to high blood pressure. I contend that part of the reason my blood pressure is so high when I go to the doctor's office and get it checked is because I'm at the doctor's office and I'm getting it checked, right? How many of us get a little bit tense and a little bit nervous and a little bit more anxious whenever we're at the doctor? I do. I've got a lot of experiences with doctors, not all of them awesome. And so when I go to the doctor, even though I don't believe I am feeling anxious or tense and I'm totally relaxed, obviously my blood pressure would indicate that I'm feeling otherwise. Our bodies always tell us what's going on with it. Our bodies are the greatest consciousness facilitator on the planet. You can lie to other people. You can fool your mom and dad, but you can never fool your body or yourself. You might think you can, but you can't. It's always telling us in a lot of different ways what's going on, whether we're listening or not. So the third thing today, the third thing I am going to do from a supplement standpoint is I'm going to do the calcium-magnesium combination. And I'm going to take a combination of calcium and magnesium that contains, now this is another one of those things where you get all this varied information. And they say calcium helps some people 5 to 10 points to reduce their blood pressure. Other people it has no effect. Magnesium, same thing. Some people it helps reduce their blood pressure, usually between 300 and 800 IUs a day. Other people it has no effect. So I honestly don't know if calcium and magnesium are going to have any effect on my blood pressure at all. Thus, I'm going to take it between now and the end of the challenge and see if it has any impact or any effect. I am actually going to start out, again, with calcium too, there's conflicting information. It says between 500 and 1,000 IUs. Now, I am not a dairy person at all. I like ice cream every once in a while, and I do love cheese because I'm from Wisconsin. But as far as milk and dairy products, I don't like hardly any of them. I mean, almost none. I drank milk twice in my life after I was a child. I didn't drink it as a kid, but after I was an infant. And that was when I was pregnant with both of my kids. Otherwise, and that's because I believed and was told it was good for me. I gagged down a glass of milk every day while I was pregnant, but that is all the milk I consume because I don't like milk. So calcium is already a challenge for me. I don't get calcium in any of my diet foods or the foods that I eat. So I need to supplement my calcium. I already knew that. I know that. I need to do that. So my third thing is I'm going to do a calcium magnesium combination. And supposedly there's some scientific evidence that calcium and magnesium together work better together in our bodies. So why not take a supplement that contains both? So I'm looking for one that has between 300 and 800 milligrams, or IUs, not milligrams, oh my God, IUs of magnesium and 1,000 or more of calcium. It says 500 to 1,000. I'm going to say 1,000 or more, and it'll depend. I got to run to the store today and get a new one because I lost my bottle of magnesium. I don't know what I did with it. It's here somewhere, but when I was traveling in this last batch of time, I somehow misplaced it, and maybe I'll find it today. If I do, great. If I don't, I'll hit the store and I'll get some. I want to get something else that my mom recommended, GNC, not an ad for GNC, but there anyway, that is supposed to be really good for inflammation in joints and things, and so I wanted to try that. My mom tests everything on herself, and then she tells me, and I figure since we're related, it may or may not work on me, but if it worked on her, it's got a better chance of working on me. Not sure if that's true or not. So, today, your challenge is to figure out what is your third thing. What is the third step or test that you're going to do that supports the portion and the segment of the challenge that you're doing today. If I am doing a weight loss challenge and I'm focusing on supplements as well, maybe I did a multivitamin like I did. Maybe you did a another thing that you might be lacking. And then today, maybe you're going to add an energy component or a focus component. Maybe you added focus yesterday or energy yesterday and focus today. Whatever it is, pick your third thing that supports what you're doing for this segment and do it. Start doing it today. Get the plan and test how you're going to know if it's working for you or not. So if you're doing a more business-oriented challenge, if you're facing something and you need more customers, and yours is to post on social media 5 times today, find 5 groups that you're going to post on every day this week, if that's your thing, how are you going to do that? How are you going to plan to do that? I'd say schedule it on your schedule. Put it on your schedule. Hey, at 10:15 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. today, I'm going to post on 5 different groups, whatever it is. But make sure you plan what you're going to do and test it and see if that works for you. Well, 10:15 didn't work for me today, but I can do it at 8 a.m. Then do it at 8 a.m. But do something specific. Take action to make sure that you're going to successfully take the action that you need to do for this particular segment. So that's it. Very convoluted. No makeup Monday. Obviously, I can't focus when I don't have makeup on. I don't know if that's a true correlation or not. But day 55. Awesome. Way to go for still being here. The vast majority of people don't make it to day 5, much less day 55. So if you haven't taken a little time to celebrate and pat yourself on the back for being here and doing all that you have to this point. Also, take a little status check and find out, how am I doing? Where am I at versus where I was 55 days ago? Because I guarantee you're further down the road toward what it is that you want to achieve than you were had you not been doing this challenge. And then just do your third thing. What is your third thing to support this segment? Do it. Do it today. If you need help in any way, shape, or form with this, hit me up in the comments below or direct message me. You can Voxer me at Pajama Grandma, and I will answer you like immediately, because my Voxer is like a walkie-talkie app, Voxer, if you don't know what that is. I think I've mentioned it before, but in case I haven't, Voxer me. Go on Voxer. It's free. It's a free app for your phone. Walkie-talkie, talk to me. Software won't be up forever because, who knows how long my Voxer will not be massively full. But for right now it is. So ask for help. If you're struggling with, hey, I did this and this, but I don't know what to do for my third thing. Got any ideas? And we can brainstorm some ideas, and you can pick the one that's best for you. Otherwise, if you are having other challenges or questions, ask. That's it. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you around with day 56 of our challenge. Me, BP challenge. For you, health, lifestyle, whatever it is. Because in 90 days, with a 90-day push, you can get anything you want. Bye. See you tomorrow.